Hello everyone, welcome back to ICS Mahesh PU College Dharwad. I am Murali Hegde, lecturer in English. Dear friends, we have been dealing with second year PUC English literature. In today's video, let us deal with the lesson The Gardener, which is written by P. Lankesh. This short story provides insights into the strange and enigmatic human relations with all their complexity and variety. It makes the learners aware of the cosmic dimensions of rivalry and tries to equip them with an understanding of not only human nature with its strengths and weaknesses, but also the enmity between countries. This lesson is written by P. Lankesh, who is called as Palya Lankesh, is an Indian poet, fiction writer, playwright, translator, screenplay writer and journalist who wrote in the Kannada language. He was also an award-winning film director. This particular lesson is translated to English by H.S. Raghavendra Rao. The story, with multiple narratives, takes place and which opens the world of strange human nature of everyone. An old man walks miles together in search of a job. Not that he couldn't get one, but he wanted to be far away from known people. Added to it, this acted as an ambulatory exercise for him. He reached a garden and noticed that many things were not well organized. So he felt that it was necessary to bring in a lot of reforms. He met the owner and with just a few words exchanged, as he was well known or well versed in agriculture and filled with native intelligence, was provided with a job. Once he became the gardener, all the petty thefts came to an end. They have expanded the coconut plantation up to 10 acres, and the owner was able to make a lot of profit, and he felt that the gardener had been doing his job perfectly. There was very little to do left for the owner as all the responsibilities were undertaken by the old man. The income of the garden increased dramatically, but with his there was an additional danger. It's true that owner became very rich and popular even in his village and the neighboring villages also. He became very popular personality, influenced personality. His life became very colorful, but that was the way in which the owner started misusing the profit he made. He took up all bad practices, and this was the reason for the worry of his wife. And this worried his wife quite a lot. So she felt that the old man could provide a solution to all her problems and went to him. One day, that was the evening time, she met the gardener in the coconut grove. He offered her with a tender coconut. They both stood near an embankment of a well, and as he knew all the plight or difficulties of the woman, started elaborating a story. The story of Tammanna and Basavaiah. It so happened that Tammanna and Basavaiah, who were in a particular village, had started acquiring land to such a great extent that almost the entire village belonged to either of them. Tammanna, a rich man, owned 1,000 acres of land, whereas his rival Basavaiah had 800 acres of land. He wanted to buy another 200 acres from Tammanna, sent a message to Tammanna as he was not willing to sell. Basavaiah encroached upon the lands of Tammanna and built a fence over it. Though so many advisors advised Tamanna to approach the court of law or the police, and they informed him that many people are ready to attack and get back to help Tamanna to get back the land from Basavaya. But Tamanna realized that it was very difficult to continue in the same way and thought that it would be good to destroy his rival completely. So he decided to humiliate him in such a way that he could never counteract. Then, what he did? He started composing ballads, and all these ballads described how Basavaya had started taking revenge against Tamanna. When Basavaya could not try to be on par with his rival, he nearly confiscated all of the property that belonged to Tamanna. Even then, nothing great happened. So he organized a small function, and where great poets of nearby lands would be called and asked to recite the poems that they had written. This was to show that he acted as a patron of arts, and somewhere his was deliberately done as he could not have the books of Tamanna at his house. His house was completely full with luxurious things, and he was completely bedecked with gold, silver, and other precious stones. Tamanna wanted to punish Basavaya through another method. That was his death. Yes. When the news spread that Tamanna was ill, Basavaya rejoiced. He thought that Tamanna's disease is my health, or Tamanna's disease was Basavaya's health. But slowly, later on, what happens? Even Basavaya started thinking of why he need to leave. He started losing the hopes as he lost the rival Tamanna in his life. There is no competition for him. There is no rival in this life. Then for which purpose he need to leave? By thinking so, Basavaya also bedridden, and after some times Basavaya dies. And this comes as a great death blow to Tamanna also. After that, Tamanna gave up everything and left the village, causing the absence of rivalry in Basavaya's life. Instead of being happy now, he is terribly disturbed because he doesn't know what to do now, as the very purpose of his life had been defeated. So he felt that in the process of taking revenge against his rival Basavaya, he has avenged himself. Indirectly, even Tamanna also lost interest in his life. But in order to get away from all these problems and all this pain and vain, he decided to leave that place and settle down in some other place where he could help people in one or the other way. And it is basically due to his reason that he lands himself in the owner's garden, trying to act as a gardener. His rich experience is born to help people around him, provided they are ready to listen to his advice. At last he tells that he is in a hurry. He needs to pay a visit to some of the laborers' house as there is a boy suffering from fever. It shows that concern of a leader in that farm. Tamanna philosophically tells the owner's wife that man needs wealth, education, art, and many more things, but he still lives a competitive life. And competition is the reason for his existence. If there was no competition, this would be no reason for man's existence. And he further tells that each and everyone, every human being need a competition to live on. And sometimes the competition turns into revenge also. So that even not only human beings, even some countries also facing the same problems at present. With that, he concludes that the man is in need of some kind of revenge. Man needs some kind of revenge to live. So with this, I conclude the summary of P. Lankesh's The Gardener. See you in the next video. Thank you.